between what happened, what happened at home and what he did on the floor. I mean, he might have felt completely justified with the argument that he had with his wife and slapping his kid around and kicking the dog, but that's what's going on consciously. But let's say subconsciously, everyone has. Let's say if a person is relatively normal, not a psychopath, they've got some sense of fairness. And he feels guilty about what he did, and he took that guilt out in the way he traded that day. The market is not a good arena to be doing this, by the way. Okay, this is not a good area to be working these kind of emotional issues out. Go ahead. We need the microphone. You want me to put it right here, and I'll just hand it to him.
Next one, the market also changes the patterns or your edge may change in relation to the market. To distinguish between your own troubled state, let's say, and market behavior, I can see that maybe one of these fellows here in the pie there might be using a system that is not as valid as it used to be when the market changes. How would you know if you were the guy in the center whether he was just having a bad stay with whatever's going on in his personal life versus a change in his system in relation to the market?
Another good question. You wouldn't know immediately, but upon investigation, you could find out. In other words, by just talking to the guy, or what you do is that see what you do is you trade in sample sizes too. In other words, when you have a particular methodology that has a defined criteria for when you get into a trade, what you do is you trade in a limited sample size, so that if you trade in 25 trade sample sizes or like 20 or whatever, what you do is you analyze your results at the end of a sample size. And if your results are satisfying, then what you do is you take another sample size. If the results are not satisfying, then because you knew exactly what you did and under what circumstances you did it, you limited your variables. What you do is then you can go back and tweak your variables to see if you can improve your results. Because what's your name? Because what Tom was really bringing up is the fact that you're right, because we're taking a limited set of variables.
What's the deal, y'all?
What's the deal, family?
How's it going?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Pretty amazing.
That's good, bro. That is good, family.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Oops. All right. Sorry, Cat. I was looking to see maybe this could come up. I mean, to sell, but now I'm more looking down in this area for an accumulation, or maybe even down here. But if it were to turn around right now and come back up, I'd still probably set that if we got a compression or a schematic. Hey, Chef. So this will be our order. Yeah, this would be our order flow low. And this would be our low before it. So this is a high in between. So I was looking for a distribution in here. Maybe up here in this extreme. But we did get this redistribution. So I was more looking in this area, and it's been working its way up.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I look in the same spot.
It just broke the 30-minute order flow. So see, hopefully it can come up in here. I could see it reacting off of this, obviously, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hey, Jay. I'm looking for this to come lower. So Looking to maybe hedge down. It looks like we did get a type 4 right here. And then I don't know. I would want to see a bigger sign of strength, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping this comes down and makes a new low, so we can start looking in this area to sell down more, so that we can buy. Down here. And so we did make a new low here. And I like this last push up here. See what this stop loss would be. 4.8. See if we can catch that. But obviously it can come up higher into here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll wait for distribution or some compression before setting it, but I'm gonna be watching this tonight. So I was anticipating maybe getting a distribution here. Let's put that one. Okay. Going in here, but eesh. I don't know. It's on the 5-minute. Tapped right into that 50%. Climax, automatic rally, second test. Minor sign of weakness. Second test. Up thrust. UTAD. Looking at a 2 pip stop on this. But looking at this. Yeah, I guess if we get some like major compression cut as we come up to it, or a schematic right up under here, I'll set this. Cat Chef. So it looks like we might have gotten a distribution right there where we wanted it. Boom. So we got a Nice type 4 here. Buying climax. Or actually, this could be our buying climax here. Automatic rally. Second test. Up thrust. U-tap. Boom. So this is the candle I'd probably be looking at, or the move. Ten to 1. 1 pip stop. Like these. We'll see how this goes. All right, Chef JPY. So I was looking for an accumulation in here. So if we get in one, you can see that we've been walking down slowly, but it just keeps coming down. Looks right here. That we may have gotten an accumulation. So if we can get a sign of strength, break this order flow, that'll be a start. You can see it's tapped into the 80% of that down move. EA. I was expecting it to come down to at least here, but it may be reacting off of this reaccumulation in here. Let's see. So if it takes off, this is why it's tapped into the 50. Yeah, it's tapped into the 50. So that would be why. But we'll see if it can come lower, hopefully. Girl Chef. Looks like it came down and tapped in right into where I was looking for an accumulation. We got a type 5. Let's see what that 50% is looking like. $4.6. Are we? You're looking at this. So you tapped in right here. Is that what
Yeah.
happened? Okay. Yeah, so like
I literally seen the compression happening as I was going to sleep, and I just set my limit. I was like, I mean, the spring is only like 10 pips, so I was like, it can reach down there if it wants to. I end up throwing my limit in there. So I'm looking at where you looking at as well. So I measured that last move down there, and then I also measured the UA from the spring. Joe's good. Not the sniper. Hey, it's just the beginning, real. I'm trying to get like my rails right here. Catching up, family.
So I do want to see it come up here, but obviously we did get a distribution here. So if it does come up and distribute in here, you can see why. It looks like it did accumulate here too. So if you're trying to buy up, you might get a chance to. Boom. That right there. Boom. I'm liking that. Liking that a lot. EJ. So we did get this distribution up here, but then we redistributed and made a new low. So gonna be looking in this area here for a distribution. That's pretty much it though for EJ. EN. So look like this tapped in. Tapped all the way in too. Jeez. Almost came down to the stop loss. And now it looks like it's going the opposite way. So see what happens. It's about a 2-1 right now. You. So I want to see this come down lower to start either buying from here or down here. So I'm gonna just sit on my hands. NJ. We got this distribution here. So I'm looking to sell off of it, but I do want to see another distribution. Don't really have a limit. S&P, still waiting for it to come lower. Oh, still waiting for it to come lower. It's slowly coming down. So just gonna wait till it gets down in our area.
Hey, for S&P, it's in the area on the lower time frame for a distro. 15-minute.
Oh, in here.
Yeah. It looked like it could have just distro too.
I'm personally not gonna be doing any selling on S&P.
All right. Tell me no more. Say no more.
Just me personally. You can if you want to.
For sure. Nah, it's definitely a bull game.
UCAD. I don't know why this is flagged. Gold. All right, so we came down. Ooh, we accumulated pretty nicely. And it's come below. Yeah, it's come below here. So we're just gonna be looking at this move. Boom. Jeez. So we're looking at like a 30 pip stop, 3 points. From this accumulation here, selling climax, automatic rally, second test, STB, sign of strength. Now we're just gonna be waiting for it. Hopefully it can come down and give some nice compression before we set this. I'll probably be checking on that in the morning. GA. So I am anticipating a distribution here, so I'm just gonna keep watching this and wait to see if we can get. I mean, look, it's looking like this might be a type 3. So if we just get a sign of weakness, or if we come up, make an up thrust, and then get a sign of weakness, either way. Want to see something. GJ. So we did get this bigger distribution here. And then we also got fractal distribution in here. So I measured this move up. It's a 7.6 pip stop. And coming to this low would be a 1 in 25. So that'd be nice. So if we can see it get some compression, probably next week, but at some point, if we can come up and give us a compression or a schematic, that would be great. G-Chef. So we did get stopped out on these right here. So I'm really looking for an accumulation in here. But if it does distribute up here, I would probably take that too. GN. We got this accumulation in here. I want to see it probably come down in here and there give us a super low time frame schematic. But I see it coming down all the way in here. But we'll see what happens. But that's it, guys. I'll be setting my limits tonight. I'll send the ones that I'm setting in the Discord.
For sure, family.
All right, really. Y'all
Appreciate
have a
your
good
time.
night. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Of course.
Whew. All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too, bro.